This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
And speaking of having your own style, Buddy Landell.
The nature boy, Buddy Landell, makes his debut on TV against Keith Larson. And Arn, obviously, Landell immediately compared to Flair. But Landell has J.J. Dillon with him. What did you think of Buddy Landell here?
I think Buddy was a guy that had unlimited talent. He had unlimited charisma. His deal from the very beginning was he was a Flair knockoff, and he knew it. The fans knew it. But the fact that he stuck with it and was a lesser version of Rick is what really got him his heat. You know, and Buddy was a very polished performer. He really was. He was one of those guys that just got it. And as you can see, he's going to make it competitive and fun to watch by a guy that should not be slamming him. Buddy put that somewhere in the match where you figured it was just going to be an enhancement match, and Buddy just suddenly did the smart thing. He went, well, hey, maybe this is not going to end up the way I thought it was. And that in those days, if you could do that with a guy that had talent but was there to enhance you, but you suddenly gave him a little more than what he should have gotten. See, look at the fans. They're with it. That would have been very boring if it would have just been straight Buddy Landell A to Z.
Let me ask you here, Arn, do you think it made sense to have two nature boys at the same time?
Well, it did, because if they would have ever gotten to the angle, Paul, and ever got to the deal, Buddy would have had incredible heat in the match with Rick. You know, the fact that he was an imposter, never would admit it, but did everything exactly like Rick, from combing his hair, you know, to having a head full of good blonde hair, you know, and the ability to make matches competitive and make them fun to watch, but still being very good at what he does, his offense being effective. The sad part is, Paul, they never quite got to the angle because Buddy just, you know, had his demons, and Buddy had his issues, and he could not overcome them. He was literally right on the cusp of that angle popping when he got fired. And that's a sad state of affairs. It's one of those what ifs, which I'm a huge fan of what ifs. Man, if he would have just held it together, it would have been a huge opportunity for him, and I think it would have been a good match for the fans.
Arn, while this is going on, in the next couple days, you'll team with Ivan Koloff and Crusher Khrushchev and face off with Don Kernodle, Buzz Tyler, and Manny Fernandez. What was it like to be with the Russians and the heat from the crowd at that time, man?
Well, yeah, I mean, I was kind of lost in Never Never Land. The Russians had a ton of heat. Those three big rugged baby faces were established. You know, I was kind of the odd man out, so it was going to be my job to fit in there and at least let them know I belonged in that mix, because I was still new to this audience.
We see the big elbow drop there from Buddy Landell. He gets the win.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.